Welcome to the RoughNeX.
Hey guys, this is James here, or Red and Rosha, or Red, as some as you might know us. Just here to talk to you a little bit about E3, which is coming up tomorrow, I believe. Exciting times, really. I'm finally getting to see some games, hopefully some games. Looking forward to that. But yeah, I thought I would just make a video, talk about some of the thoughts that are going through my head and some of the questions hopefully that get answered at E3, and just share it with you guys, so then you can either put questions across as well, or you know, just put your thoughts down to what even I might think about, and you know, we can, you know, talk about it, I guess. Really, yay! Let's see. It's not helping that my TV's making everything bright, but I was watching The Penis, so you got no choice about that because that film's awesome. So first thing on my E3 agenda is games. Of course, we had the Xbox and the Sony conference a couple of weeks ago. That was interesting. We had Sony with developers and sharing and a few games, and it was kind of cool. And then you had Xbox, which was just TV, and Call of Duty and TV. But they did drop the was it like 14, 15 games coming out in the first year, and like 7 exclusives or something along that lines, which is that the ice cream ban I hear? Yeah, that's never good to have an ice cream ban button on the conversation. So yeah, that's where this is where the hard questions start to come in, because obviously both consoles ignore Nintendo and whatever they might do, no one gives a shit. Both Xbox One or awful name, yeah, Xbox One and PS4 don't have a release date, but are touted for this year, so Christmas, I guess. We're all wondering on the dates because, of course, with new technology, that are priced probably going to be quite expensive, and if they're so close together, maybe everyone's not going to be able to afford both consoles right off the bat. So it would be a one or the other choice, at least in the beginning, for the first couple of months, I guess. And yeah, I was thinking about it recently, where I was like, you know, the internet is all up in flames talking about how, yeah, well, I was up a little bit as well with Xbox going TV, and this blah 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 blah. And when they did drop the bombshell of what games are coming, oh, not what games are coming out, a number saying this is how many games are coming out, and half of them are new IPs, I think they said it was, or exclusives, one and two. Kind of, even though we didn't get to see the games, kind of, you know, high hopes for that one. Although, hopefully it's not connect this and connect that shit, and it's like, oh yeah, we've got 5 new exclusive IPs, and they're all just to do with like star jumps and shit, you know. But if it isn't, and it's like well, which is what I would consider as a hardcore gamer. I do like that term, but you know what I mean, like something that's not fruity. Oh, God, looking at that webcam, my face is all sunburnt as shit. Yeah, we had sun in Scotland. I don't know if we've got much left. It's like 10 o'clock or something right now, so yeah, so it'll be interesting because recently, well, not recently, like a year ago, my Xbox broke, so I've only been playing games on the PlayStation 4, 3, not 4. And between that time, you had the new Halo and the new Gears of War and such, and I was thinking like, I really want to play these games. I played all the previous ones, and I usually like co-op with a few friends. And it was going through my head like, I didn't buy a new Xbox because I didn't see the value in buying a console for one or two games I couldn't get on the PlayStation. And that's going to be the kicker for me really this year. Who has the most exclusives, at least off say in the first year? Well, no, first year's a bit harsh because I'll probably end up getting both consoles, but in the first couple of months I want to know what the game launch titles are to decide really for me, excuse me, what console to buy. I mean, they're really more and more similar than you think. The games are all looking, outside of exclusives, are all going to be ported similar shit. Although I don't know if this is true, I heard that PSN Plus is going to be mandatory, like Xbox Live. So yeah, you're kind of stuck with that one, which is kind of harsh because I guess most gamers are probably going to buy both consoles, which might mean that you actually are paying for two types of two subscriptions, which is quite expensive. Especially if you then play the PC and also drop down some subscriptions on other games, usually MMOs, but they're going more free to play. But other games that are out there that you have to drop a few pounds on. So for me, yeah, this E3 tomorrow, and hopefully, I just want to see someone go, this is the release date, which I'll get to in a second, and here's the games that are coming out. Because if I remember correctly, when PS3 came out, I bought it off the bat, but it was awful. It had MotorStorm, which was quite good because the crashes were good, but it was nothing appealing. And it had Resistance, Fall of Man, which, in my opinion, even I've played them all, I haven't completed them all, but they're just it's probably the worst game series that I've ever played. I don't like it at all. It is, lack of a better word, shit. I can't remember what Xbox launch titles were. It's probably Halo or something like that. But yeah, that's my key kicker. Both consoles are coming out this year, and are going to push for the Christmas release release. A lot of people are not going to be able, including myself, are not going to be able. Talking too fast. They're not going to be able to afford both consoles, so the games are really going to decide that one, really. Hopefully just one of the two. Don't even go for Christmas launch. Just turn around and go, yeah, after summer we're launching, and just pow, put it out, because I want there to be like a month or two between consoles so that I can buy one and then put money aside to buy the other, so I'm really not missing out on much. For me right now, the hard part would be for the consoles to come out and for me to then go, yeah, well, whatever one comes first, I'll just put the money down, forget that one. I really, I'm an impulse gamer. I'll see something, go, buying that. Maybe not the first, but maybe part of that crowd. It's like people who do, midnight launches for Call of Duty or random games that are quite big. Just want to be part of that first rush. Which brings up the price as well. If I remember correctly, which probably don't since it was a long time ago, I'm pretty sure I paid like between £400 and £500 for the PlayStation 3, and I think it was just one game. I'll be interested to see how this console markup is going to be, because I've got a feeling that, well, what I'm going to say here covers all the bases, so it's not really like an argument or a debate or even a conversation worth having. But on one side you've got, well, it could be more than that, and then you're talking like £500-600, and that's like pretty bang up PC territory. And then on the other hand, they could just totally do a switcheroo and go, yeah, this console's like under £300, and you're like, whoa, like it's so cheap, which it could turn out to be. I mean, let's be honest, the current consoles are so old that the tech gets inside a new PS4 is probably, well, it will be already outdated, but when you look at some of the tech on PC stuff nowadays, it's really cheap and it really outperforms on, in the sense that when you look at a game developer, take Guerrilla Games for instance, and their new Killzone that's coming out. When I seen that trailer, I was blown away. You know, it looks really, really good. But of course, it's going to look good because it has probably like 100+ staff working on their game with Sony backing them, which or Guerrilla or whatever. So there's millions and millions and millions of pounds going into the production of that game. Not every developer either has that size of team or that money to do that. So you see this one game that's pedestaled up there. It's like, oh yeah, this is what PS4 can do. That's great. No other company can fucking do it, or very few. So I'm hoping this year, with at least on the Sony side of things, with them mentioning that it's a lot easier for developers to make games. Hopefully they can make good games. You know, are games that I would expect on a PS4 and not something where I go, oh, I could play it on my PS3. Huh. And that's the same with Xbox, really, for me. And I always get worried when games are porting over between consoles, because then I see it as, well, regardless of how good a computer is, it's really hard. I mean, don't get me wrong, some games don't work in port, even from Xbox to PS. I mean, there was a while back where games were made on Xbox and then ported over to PlayStation, and the ports never quite worked. So Xbox was just like, well, if you're going to buy a game, you may as well just buy it on there, because you know it's going to work. But I'm hoping that this year the both games, like on Xbox, or say Call of Duty on Xbox, Call of Duty on PlayStation, hopefully they both utilize each console's individual power. Even if that means one game's better than the other on another console, I want to see that. From what I've read, PlayStation has phenomenally good like stuff like DDR, I want to say 5, but I can't remember. So they've got the hardware backing it up. They better fucking use it. That's the moral of that one. Yeah, that was anyway. That was just me quick rambling. Hopefully you guys shared some of my thoughts, even if you had a difference of opinion. That's fine. It's just me talking. For me, E3 is all about, it's all about the games. I want to see Metal Gear Solid, new Metal Gear Solid. That's going to be awesome. And I want to see more games incorporate co-op. There's a lot of games out there that would totally benefit from a co-op feature, but they don't get put out because, quote unquote, it's too hard or it takes away from the experience and blah blah blah. And I'm like, really? I just played through Dead Space 3 with a friend, and oh my god, that was so much better than the past ones I played when I was playing by myself. Still keep the atmosphere, but you're having to work together a lot more. So I'm hoping that they do that, and to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if they did. It feels like game companies might hold back on the games that they're making, so that when they make the sequel, they can then go, yeah, we had co-op, yeah, we probably could have added it in the last one, but no, we need you to buy the next game, so we'll put it in that one. So I got a feeling that that's going to be a big push in PS4, a lot of multiplayer co-op style games. There will be a single player, you'll be able to play the games by yourself if you want, but I think they're going to push team, play with your friends and stuff like that, which is quite good for people like myself. Finish work, you just want to sit down, relax. Sorry, I keep looking over at the TV. I've got the pianist on, and it's just a good film. But yeah, I'm also going to put a few videos of a few games that I want to see a bit more of at E3. Plus, it's always nice to have something a bit more visual other than me talking crap and a few photos that I might throw up when editing this video. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I will catch you all next time. Catch you later.
Don't you die on me, damn it!
He's dropping!
Intubate, now! Cardiac arrest, he's in VFib!
Clear!
No response, hit him again!
Not your kind of people.
Clear!
You seem kind of phony. Everything's a lie.
How's he doing?
We are
Well, he's
not
stabilized,
your kind
but it took too
of
long.
people.
He's in a coma.
Something in your makeup.
What about him?
Don't see eye to eye. We are not your kind of people. Don't want to be like you ever in our lives. We are not your kind of people. Like when you start talking, there's nothing but white noise. Running around trying to fit in, wanting to be loved. It doesn't take much for someone to shut you down. When you build a shell, build an army in your mind. You can't sit still and you don't like hanging around the crowd. They don't understand. We are extraordinary people. We are extraordinary people. We are extraordinary people. We are extraordinary people.
You've been in a coma for quite some time. Yes, yes, I know. You would like to know how long. I'm afraid it's been 9 years.
You see this? Diamond Docks. Our new home.
V has come through.